Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jack TechnoP, and today we're going to be doing another chill stream. However, today specifically, we're going to be doing a mukbang, or at least when my pizza's done cooking, I'm going to eat it, and it's definitely going to be on stream. So, yeah, we got that. There's a piece of hair that's sticking out right here, and I can't find. There it is. Anyways, we're doing a mukbang today. You might be saying, why the glasses? Everything's fine. I'm just wearing them because I want to. Yeah, why does the shadow make it look like... I just want to wear these, I don't know. I just feel cool. But yeah, so, shout out to Isaac, he let me grab these out of his truck because the sun's been really bright recently. So, not only do we have a bottle of water, but we have, like, a fifth, no, like, a fourth of off-brand Dr. Pepper in a Taco Bell cup. This will definitely be gone before the pizza, but because it's currently in the oven, but I'm gonna go get it. We're gonna eat it on stream, just because I want to. Cheers. Will this whole stream be a mukbang? Probably not, but hey. I was thinking I was gonna stream after I do the pizza, but at the same time, why not knock out both in the park, start streaming during it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I also put this sock cap on because I haven't taken a shower today, and I should have done it, but I was at Misty's, so didn't get home until 11, and I don't live alone. I feel like it's a dick move to go to take a shower after 9 o'clock. Or 9:30. Like, you can get in at 9:30, but taking it after that, like, at that point, it's just a dick move because everyone's trying to sleep, you know? So, just, yeah, I just didn't, do that because, you know, 11's not fun. But yeah, I'll just take one tomorrow when I wake up. Not that bad. We're also in the middle of a snowstorm right now, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Or we're not right now. It's not, nothing's happening, but it's gonna rain and snow, so that is problematic. But yeah, my camera probably isn't high enough quality to pick up my hair being like messed up. And I mean, like, it can definitely like by shape off. You like tell them by the shape, you know. Missy's dad keeps it very hot in their house, so, and she doesn't have a fan, so I do sweat a little bit, and it's fucking annoying. Which also makes it equally worse, because when I step out and it's super cold, it's just chilly. Yeah, I'm turning on my Xbox while we wait for the pizza to get finished, and then I'll open up the water, crack it open, and yeah, after that I'll also, you know, get said pizza, wait for it to cool down a little bit. When I hear the ding in the background, I go and get it, and we wait for it to cool down. I'll probably let it cool down in the thing, but at the same time I don't want to get stuck to the metal sheet, but also I don't want to burn my hands. I'm trying to stick my fingers up between it to, like, poke the pizza out of it. Or to get it unstuck, because sometimes the crust sticks to the fucking iron metal parts. I'm cooking in a little oven. So we'll see. It's one of those square pizzas. So, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. Just realized y'all can see my reflection of my TV through my glasses. That's cool as hell. It's right there. You know what, this is how you guys will start seeing gameplay. I'll just wear these all the time. Will the glasses probably stay? No. But I think it's funny as hell. See, he has another pair I like wearing that he calls the Sonic the Hedgehog ones because they're, like, connected and they look like, think PC Principal from South Park, but not as, like, douchebag looking. But I remember, this looks like partial Motorcycle Cop. Like Miami Motorcycle Cop. Specifically. I don't know what vibe gives me of it, but I don't know. Either way, we're good. We're chilling. We're having fun. This weather's probably going to impact the... actually even got a letter from someone who said they were up in St. Louis that was like, hey, because it had Misty's name on it because I packaged them. It's getting sent to her house, so it'll have her name on it. But it's like, hey, Misty, implying me, though, your order might be a couple days later than it said, as we're having a 2-day snowstorm up in St. Louis. Which it's funny that the card is coming from St. Louis because I didn't set it for local sellers, but that's really interesting. So yeah, I was like, oh shit. But that might interfere with it a little bit, but it'll be fine. Also worried about losing power, but at the same time, that's also fine. Like, I got shit to preoccupy me while no power. Misty's been charging her Switch just in case, so, like, keeping that up on the charge, like, just on the up and up, and then her tablet she has. So, I got my laptop, and some books I can read. Another thing, I'm pretty sure Misty's gonna start watching Dragon Ball GT, and finish it for once, because she keeps starting it and then stopping it. And she's been doing that for the past 2 years. And I have a binder. Like, I purchased, the entire, I posted the entire series. Posted? Sorry. It just had a post alert, or so some, like, warning posted on Trove, sorry. Anyways, I purchased the entire series, a few years ago, had a binder for it, and I let Misty borrow said binder so she could watch it. My hair tray keeps sticking out. But, by the way, I'm not hiding my hair. Like, it's still the same length. I know it's probably a little messy. And, anyways. As I was saying, though, in general, I just was like, before anyone starts trashing GT, I grew up with it. Okay, so here, let me explain what happened. When I was younger, I'm pretty sure I've said this in a previous stream, but hey, I got nothing else to talk about. We're waiting on that pizza. When I was younger, I met my brother for the first time, my half-brother, down in Mississippi. To which, he had a PlayStation, and we played a game I didn't really know at the time. The only three things I remember is Master Roshi was in the character select screen holding up a random sign, because he was the random character select. You could transform into a great ape when the full moon hit, and, I think there was even a full moon Namek map, which I thought Namek didn't have at night. I don't know. Anyways, then there was a, oh, and then I remember playing as Gohan and Goku, and I was like, oh, and they had, like, a character intro where they were like, oh, well, let's fight, Dad, and I was like, oh, that's his father? Their father and son? And my brother was like, yeah, I was, like, 6 at the time, so, I mean, I was really young. But, anyways, so, after that, I went home, and I started seeing those cartoons of the show, or anime isn't cartoons, but it was running on, like, Nicktoons. So, like, I thought at the time it was just cartoons, you know, I'm just a kid, naive, and I'm a fan of it, so, I mean, like, I'm not, like, trashing it in any way. It wasn't. So, I was lucky enough to get to literal episode 1 of Z, and I was like, holy shit, because I had cable and, like, no internet, so I didn't have, like, and plus streaming services weren't big when I was 6, so, which is, like, 2007-ish, or they weren't, must have been just starting. Like, we had a Blockbuster in town when I was younger, so, if that tells you anything. That building's still there. The scars are still left behind of the giant logo. Yeah, plus we just had another, we had a family video location too. It just recently shut down last year, and it was really sad. Misty ended up getting, because they were selling their inventory, I ended up getting Jump Force, and Misty ended up getting, like, a couple Attack on Titan parts, and some Walking Dead stuff. We bought Venom. I don't remember what else was there. Misty's mom actually got me, Jump Force. I'm very thankful for that. Heard their servers is shutting down too recently, which is also a major bummer. But Misty ended up getting all the DLCs, and she got it for her Switch as well. But where was I going for? Oh yeah, so I started watching Z, and I remember literally going from Raditz all the way to, and I'd just come home every day after school, and I'd be so hyped, and I would watch it. I was learning all this new stuff, and I was really enjoying it. I was following along a little bit. It was all just kind of like, at first I just was like, hey, I don't really get what's going on, like, for them flying and Piccolo and stuff, but I don't even remember reacting to that at all. I was just like, hey, my brother likes this, so I started watching this. For context, I don't really know my brother that well. He's only my half-brother, but I've met him twice in my life, and I like him. He's a pretty cool dude. But continuing on, though, and both times we're younger. I have not talked to him in my older years recently. Not because there's a negative reason. It's just we haven't, like, he went off into his own thing, so I just never really had many opportunities to go message him or talk to him or anything. So, off that, though, I was like, hey, this is what my brother liked, so I want to try doing it too, and sure enough, I ended up getting to, from all the way from Frieza, I went all the way up to Perfect Cell. By the way, the food will be done in a minute. I see we already have a viewer. I put mukbang in the title for this one. On the side, pizza's cooking. It'll be done in like 8 minutes. In the meantime, I'm talking about how I started Dragon Ball Z. So, anyways, I got all the way from about Frieza to Cell, and I'm talking like the most recent episode back then. I remember watching fully all the way through, besides showing up every other like 2 days to pop in and see what's going on, was Yamcha got a hole in his chest, and then after that I stopped. About a couple weeks later, I think the reason I stopped there is because I got, like, they used to give me like $5 per A. I got my report card. It was like elementary school, and the concept of money was very new to me. But I actually did have enough. One of the first like things I remember buying that I actually like had to make sure I had enough for was a box set of Dragon Ball GT. Of course, I didn't know that that was something separate from Z at the time because I was younger. And by the way, Super didn't exist at the time, so this was literally what was next. And I didn't really get the chronological order. I didn't care. I was just like, hey, this is cool, and I want to get it. And I proceeded to watch all of GT. Now, keep in mind, and I did see a couple episodes with Cell in it, like a couple, but I know for a fact I never saw Gohan fight him at all. I don't even think I saw Gohan go Super Saiyan. I did see some of the stuff with Trunks, and I thought he was cool, but I was a little bit confused. Anyways, but yeah, because like I remember I definitely saw the Goku and versus Frieza thing. I know I didn't ever try going Super Saiyan or anything, but I definitely tried firing at least one Kamehameha. I definitely shouted it when I did it the first time. But continuing on though, what's after that? So I watched GT. I liked it. I mean, I was like really young, and I just enjoyed what I was watching. There wasn't anything negative. Sure, there's things I've found out like nowadays. I'm like looking back and I'm like, eh. I still think Baby's way better than Goku Black, and I will not elaborate at this time. I'll just say the words motivation is way better, and that's an execution, in my opinion, as well. Mainly just the ending of the Goku Black arc soiled the whole thing for me. Also, I'm very, very big on just remove the second Zamasu entirely and just make Goku Black the immortal one. I feel like that would have made it a way better arc, personally, but I don't know. I know that's a very controversial thing I just said, because Goku Black is like the best thing of Super. I've heard some people say, like, I've genuinely heard people say that. I don't dislike Goku Black. I hate Zamasu, which, yes, they're the same person, but I specifically hate the green one. And Goku Black, I think, is actually a really cool idea. And it could have been executed a little bit better. I might talk about that if I haven't already in the past, but, like, Baby's actually not that bad of a villain. Maybe his name's weird, but other than that, like, he definitely got shit done. But anyways, so after that, I finally finished GT, and I was like, oh shit, that was actually really good. And then I think by that point, Nicktoons stopped showing it, because after Cell Saga, they didn't have Dragon Ball Z Kai, the final chapters. It was Kai, specifically, by the way. I should have specified it was Kai back then. So they didn't have the final chapters out at the time on there. Now they might have been in existence, but they definitely weren't airing it. So it stopped showing up on TV, so I stopped watching it. And then just over the time, I figured out other ways to watch it, like just on cable and stuff. I never saw the Buu Saga or the end of Cell Saga, and I watched GT. I had to fill in a lot of the gaps, but eventually I did. What did I do next with it? I think I got a Dragon Ball DS game that elaborated on some of the parts. It was a card game to where you'd have like 4 cards. Every time you use a strike card, like it'd break their Dragon Balls on the screen. And like if you broke like a whole bunch of them, you did a shit ton of damage. If you broke like 2, you did nothing. I remember playing the shit out of that game. I loved it. But I think it might have only went to Namek Saga. No, Gohan was in it, I think. Then it skipped Buu Saga. Like a lot of the things I did not have Buu Saga. But eventually I just finally went back and watched Buu Saga and enjoyed it. Then over the years I just went back, watched all of it as a whole, then watched Super, you know. And yeah. Of course, I knew what happened in Buu Saga by the time I turned like 12. I went ahead and did some research online and was like, okay, this is what I'm missing. I just don't have a way to watch it because piracy bad. So then Super finally came out and I watched it on Crunchyroll in Japanese and actually saw it the day it ended. Or no, like really soon after the anime ended, I watched it and I was pretty excited about that. It was a good episode. I have mixed feelings about Super. Such as, well, one, I mentioned the Goku Black thing. I like Beerus. Beerus, great character in my opinion. Frieza coming back, not a bad arc. The Destroyer Tournament, not a bad arc. Don't dislike it. Then we get to stuff like Goku Black. I've already said stuff about that. Then we get right after Goku Black. I think it just goes straight into the Tournament of Power if I'm wrong. Unless I'm wrong, I mean. There's like a little bit of downtime, but I think it just goes like Goku Black to Tournament of Power, correct? Tournament of Power is neat. I wish they'd elaborate more on Jiren's backstory. A lot. Like, I'd really want him to get like a side. I want a lot of characters in Super right now to get side chapters. Like 6 chapters at most for each character. Not all need 6, but like every character that's not Goku or Vegeta, maybe even Vegeta could actually get one with his God of Destruction training. No, like, give them a break. Let people like Krillin on his police job get some fucking spotlight, because I would totally read those. Even if they're never adapted into the anime, I would totally read those. even fucking Roshi, which I don't know how far that would get you, but anyway, I wish they'd elaborate more on Jiren. The newest chapters of Super keep when the Broly movie redid Bardock, I've despised it ever since. Bardock, I mean specifically that version of Bardock. It's like hashtag not my Bardock at all. That's the pizza. I'll go get that in a second after I let it cool down for a minute. But and plus, I think in the newest chapter they flat out forgot his tail, like forgot to draw it because they're showing the new version of Bardock that they used. And sure, they're giving him character, but there's also a whole special where he has character. I'm not a fan of it, and I just feel like every attempt they make to have people like it better, like I said, they flat out forgot the tail. And before anyone can say, oh, it was ripped off in combat, that has not been said yet in the chapter, so if it's said, I'll back off. But if not, there's absolutely no hole above his ass in the panels that it's missing, and I checked. Not saying I looked at his ass, but I'm saying, like, you just look at the tailbone and you'll know. You know what I mean? Like, it's not there. I even went to, like, the Viz Media website, pulled up the free chapter, because you can read every chapter for free when it drops, and it's fucking not there. Sure, he's mid-combat, like I said, but it wasn't, there's no hole. Now, if there's a hole, and it's revealed that it was ripped off later, I'll eat my words. But until then, give him his fucking tail back. You keep taking every likable thing about him. First, they put him in normal Saiyan outfit. Sure, Gine's amazing. Keep her. But they put him in normal Saiyan armor. They remove all... Like, his teammates are in the background, too, in the Broly movie, but... Or his squad members. They remove the squad factor thing of him. They remove the whole revenge plot. They remove his headband. They remove everything about him. The psychic fish thing, I'm okay. They kind of can remove, but, like... He's no longer Techno 80s dad. He is now... Basic Saiyan that just guessed that Frieza was going to blow up the planet and was the only one with the foresight to even do it, just for some reason. And it's even weird, because in the Broly movie, right before Frieza blows up the planet, you can tell he's damaged from battle. He fought someone. Like, it's like he did that push he did in the original Bardock special, but, like... I don't know. It's what the creator's wanting to do with it. I think it's Akira Toriyama, and then Toyotaro is the one drawing it, so it's what they want to do with it. I'm fine with that. But I'm just waiting for them, because... Sure, they're giving him more character here, but at the same time, it's not my taste. I'm gonna keep, like, I'm still fine with it. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, Bardock fucking sucks now, but because he's canon, which is amazing. I love canon things, or things that aren't canon to become canon, but at the same time, not like this. It's just a preference. I mean, they can totally keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just not gonna be a big fan of it at all. I'm gonna go grab that pizza. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna shut up about Dragon Ball for a bit. I apologize for that, but actually, no, I don't need to apologize. If you're watching this, you're not watching it you're either not watching it to pay attention to what I'm saying, which is totally fine, because I'm totally fine for background noise, or two, you don't specifically care what I'm saying. I could talk about anything, and you're still here, and I'm very thankful if you are. So, I'll be right back. And hey, maybe sometimes I will say something that's actually interesting to y'all. So, here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab that pizza. See, I'm putting it on a paper plate, which is not a good idea, but we'll see. Okay, be right back. Boys are back. Hold on. Let me get back on the couch. You heard things in the background? I am playing Trove, as usual. Alright, I'm back. Just in case you did not hear what I just said, because I know my microphone wasn't right next to my mouth. If you heard background noise, I'm playing Trove, and or that was me getting said pizza out. Ow, I just hit. Actually, no, that didn't hit me, because my glasses are on. You know what? Those glasses just saved my eyeball from getting smacked by the corner of my laptop. So, yeah, hey, maybe these glasses are a really good idea at the end of the day. So, back to what we were doing. I would like to now demonstrate the pizza. This is the pizza in question. It is a square S pizza. Incredibly hot. It is steaming right now. Currently, right about here, I burnt the corner. Actually, this entire top half right here has some darkness to it. Smells about what a pizza in the oven would smell like. So it's a little bit worrying, but hey, I've eaten these like dozens of times, so I know what they taste like at this point. They're good. I will give it another minute to cool down, and then we shall chow down. Water and oven pizza. What else could you want? Man, cracking open that water. It's nice. Alright. Finish up what I'm doing in Trove, because apparently they had a neon raid. Fortnite. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try turning over my, I don't know if this is just because the glasses are making it look dark, but I think I look really dark on camera, so I turned my light a little bit more towards me. Okay, so we're just gonna straight up just hand this thing. Again, one more view. Pepperoni. Nice. Incredibly crunchy, which is fine. Mainly because I'd rather be crunchy than spongy, because spongy means it's still damp from the freezer. A little bit burnt, but like I said, because of the dark parts on it, but that's completely fine, because I actually bit into the dark end first. Now, with these I didn't notice. It's fine, though. Still good. Still good. I like the pepperonis they put on here. I don't know the specific brand. I don't know if they're like a cheap variety or whatever, because this is a fairly cheap pizza. But it's still pretty good, in my opinion. I like it. Definitely, boosts the flavor of the bite I take. I wish they'd put a little more, or I wish they'd be more spread out, because they're usually a lot towards the center. But then, one specific side, like the burnt side, has none on them right now. Here, let me take one off and put one over here. I removed one from a good corner. Okay. I had to set it back down after I took a bite because it's burning the bottom of my hands. In fact, actually, I'll give it a few more seconds or minutes or something. It burns a little bit. I did just take it off a iron rack, so or metal. I don't know if it's iron. I was at 400 degrees. But yeah, I'd say overall, let's try it again. Came out good. Pepperoni definitely helps. Let me try blowing on the bottom. I remember one time I cooked one of these things. Immediately took a bite out of it. Very regretful. Don't do that. Always give your food time to chill out and just cool off, because mainly the fact that it can definitely turn south. What I mean by that is you will immediately have to run up and look for either the nearest sink or a water bottle, as it's going down, singeing everything from here down all the way to your what is it called? What's this bone where your ribs connect? I forget what it's called. I know it's your chest, but is there a specific bone that's called? I'm just a dumbass and I'm forgetting it. Anyways, you'll be feeling it, so you're gonna need to go immediately grab water. That's why actually I had a water handy, not even because I just want water with this, because I've already drank a lot today. But I just always want to make sure you always have water whenever there's something that could potentially burn you around. And also, the burnt parts of this linger. The taste lingers a little bit, so it's always good to have something to wash it down with. That's why I was had the soda for, but I was like, there's not even enough here because I poured that much. I was like, there's not even enough here to like last me until I go get the damn thing. So getting a little softer as we go on, which is fine. It's not like it's spongy still, but it's just the crust is being, or the bottom. Do you call the bottom of the pizza the crust too? Or because I usually just call the outer edges the crust. For context, this doesn't have crust, just a giant square with nothing on the edges. So I'm gonna call the bottom the crust for this one, but the crust is very like it's making cracking noises as I bend it and fold it, so it's durable, not too bad. It's the sauce that gets you with the burning. Look, crunchy bottom. Oh, hold on. Did my computer just crash? The fuck, bro? My like audio ain't showing me. Like as I talk, usually my audio will be like, "Yo," like my Streamlabs is just not working right now. I can see my camera on, but my timer stopped too. What the fuck? Oh, I know why. Because I had Legends playing in BlueStacks in the background. Forgot to close that out. Hope it's still streaming. My internet's turned off my computer and turn it back on. Most likely. Can I just close BlueStacks? Probably not. Am I still lagging? Absolutely. I'm gonna assume everything's going good. Because if I don't, hold on, can I pull up? Can I even pull up Task Manager right now? Or is it gonna lag? Yeah, I can't even pull up Task Manager. What the fuck? I'd ask chat what the keybind for it is, but I can't see chat right now. That's the main problem. It's because BlueStacks is frozen, which is causing other apps to freeze, including my Streamlabs, which I'm hoping I'm still live. Be real awkward if I'm just talking to myself right now. Without a potential audience, is what I mean. Task Manager, the thing popped up. Still hasn't popped up all the way, so that's what we're waiting on. Yeah, whenever you're streaming, definitely close out of any background software you're not using. I just forgot to, so it finally just froze up and it's like, we were working fine for literally like 30 minutes, but now we're going to be really dumb. God, I hate things sometimes. Okay, I searched up Task Manager. I have no results. And I hit enter. Still tastes good. Still tastes good. Crunchy. Incredibly crunchy. Alright, now my mouse don't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my computer.